Hey guys, Polly, also known as RJ here. I found this YouTube channel that is currently going and leaking the entire Pokemon Legends ZA OST. I will go through them in order of their release. I'll listen to them the full way through. The final one, I will give you a warning when this comes up. But just the image of the video is a huge spoiler. When I saw it, I freaked out. As a small hint, due to the existence of that song, we know for sure that Pokemon X is canon over Pokemon Y. All I'm gonna say, I'll explain a bit of it once again in the song, but yeah, I'll give you a warning when we're gonna listen to that one, in which you can just stop watching the video altogether. You can just click off it, because the rest of that video will just be me going over that. But yeah, first, we're not starting with Welcome to Lumiose music, because that is not leaked music, actually. That is actually a recreation of trailer music. I already looked at it, and yeah, it's a recreation of trailer music. We aren't sure if it's gonna be in the game. We think it's more just like the brand new day theme from like the Sword and Shield trailers, where it ended up being in the trailers but wasn't real. So we're gonna start with the Xerneas and Yveltal music, which we knew there was gonna be in there. There's no way nobody knew that. But yeah. Yeah, that is crazy. It is definitely a remix of the original Xerneas and Yveltal music, but with its own new style. And it's definitely mixed with newer music making style. We don't know who made it. We just know that it's an official song. We don't know who actually made the music. I would not be surprised if someone got Toby Fox back in on this, but we don't know as of now. But still good enough. Next up, we're going to the Lumiose City Day theme, which is very recognizable. But yeah, that's the Pokemon X and Y thing. This is, yeah, that's a really cool take on Lumiose City. I never listened to that one the full way through. So hearing the X and Y title theme there, I was like, what? Wait, actually, that is it. Yeah, I am fully expecting this video to get completely demolished by the Nintendo ninjas. And after it's like the moment it's posted, I don't care. I want to share my reaction, even if it gets taken out to YouTube. I don't care. No, the night theme. Let me see night theme. You like jazz? I agree with the guy. He said it gives them Lupin the Third vibes, because to me it feels like a mixture of Lupin the Third, Yeah, Lupin the Third, the Great Ace Attorney, and what's the other one? Detective Pikachu. Like the original. It feels like a mixture of those three. Next up, we have the Trainer Battle theme, which is yet again pretty recognizable because a lot of it is remixes. So, yet again, really good. It's a really good remix of the X and Y Trainer Battle theme. Really good. Also, side note, you see this Neurosava short that's right here. That thing's been stalking me for the past 2 years, pretty much. Like once a month, it will appear on my homepage or like underneath a video. I don't know why. It's always the exact same one. Look, I click on it, pause it. I already have it liked. Why does it keep popping up? Oh, well. We aren't gonna watch how Game Freak designed the regional Tauros, but we could. Okay. Wild Pokemon battle music, yet again, kind of familiar. After that, we get some brand new music that hasn't existed before. Doesn't just remix. Did not mean to go to Sonic Racing Crossroads music. Yeah. Yet again, a pretty good remix. Like, really good remix. Yeah. Love it. I don't have too many opinions on it. Surprised I don't have the short for once. Oh, finally. Yeah, I'm going on. We're gonna skip final boss battle music because it doesn't have any extra spoilers. Like, even the image is spoiler free. I want to just kind of wait, and I'll group it in with the story spoiler battle music. So if you guys don't want spoilers on the final boss battle music, if you want to have that be a surprise as well, it doesn't spoil anything about the boss itself, but if you want the music to be spoiled, then I'll keep that. And then I'll make sure to group the end of the story battle music. So first, we're going to go to the Alpha Pokemon battle music, since that's not really much of a spoiler. Whoops.
Watch me buy Ethereum.
I'm not. Sorry. So yet again, really good theme. I absolutely love how it's a mixture of the Alpha Pokemon theme from Legends Arceus and the Legends ZA Wild Pokemon Battle theme. It's really cool. Also, from what this says, apparently Toby Fox isn't actually involved at all for the OST, which is kind of interesting. But there is actually a YouTuber who does fan covers of video games is helping with these, which is kind of cool. Isn't that? I wonder if his aim is that guy. We don't know who he is. But also, the reason why I opened the comments is because there's some pretty weird shorts there that I don't want on screen. But yeah, this is the first spoiler gate warning for any spoilers. So if you want to avoid any spoilers, including any non-remix music, then you can click off now. If you're fine with just the music being spoiled, then you can stay on. But after this next song, if you don't want any spoilers for the story, then you can get off. So basically what I'm saying is, is that anyone who's okay with spoilers for the music of the game are okay to listen to this song. But after this song, I will put up another spoiler warning for those who don't want any story spoilers. Because this next song, it is a spoiler for one battle theme, but it's not a story spoiler. So if you're fine with having like one battle theme spoiled, then keep watching if you want. But after this, if you want to avoid story spoilers, then I'd recommend you stop after this song. So yeah, final boss battle music, no spoilers. Yeah, I don't know what to think at all. Because we don't know what this final boss battle is going to be. We don't know what it's going to be against. We don't know anything about the final boss other than the music. Well, I guess some people may because of leaks, but this is just the music. So yet again, makes me very hyped. But I don't know what to think yet. Exactly. And now, for those who want to avoid all story spoilers, click off now. Because this music is literally called Story Spoiler Battle Music. Because the music itself is a huge spoiler, and the image alongside it is taken directly from the game, and is a really, really big spoiler. And you can click off. Don't worry about trying to skip ahead to after I'm done playing the song, because after I'm done playing the song, I'll be doing my own rundown of what this music could actually mean for the storyline of the game, and what it actually means for the storyline of X and Y as well. So, either way, just click off now if you want to avoid story spoilers. I'm gonna give you a 10-second, warning to click off or to pause the video. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so anyone who's still here, I'm assuming you're okay with story spoilers. But yeah, I'm gonna try and be quiet at first. But when I first started listening to music, I freaked out because I did not expect the spoiler that it gave us at all. And, well, yeah, it's a big thing. It's a huge spoiler. And I honestly regret ever going and clicking on it. I wish I didn't, because now my reaction for when this happens in game is completely ruined. But yeah, I'll put it on. I'll be quiet. Just remember, big story spoilers. Story spoilers. I've warned you enough, but I know there will 100% be some guy who just still listens to it despite the warnings and then goes after me. Despite my many warnings. So, yeah, I take no liability for if you spoil your experience of the game for listening to this. Now let's listen. Yup, that is right. Lysander is alive. That's Lysander. And this comment explains it pretty well on why this is a big source spoiler. His fate in X and Y actually is different depending on version. In Y, he dies because his life force is drained by the weapon. But in X, he's given immortality, but is buried underneath the rubble. So the only way that this encounter with Lysander could work would be if X was the canon, Generation 6 game. Pokemon X is canon. Pokemon Y is not canon. Which is a pretty big thing. But yeah, Lysander's life. I'm gonna try and recreate my original reaction to him being alive. I was like, Lysander! That's like my best recreation. But yeah, it was crazy to think that he was alive until this time. Because we thought he was dead. Because But because whilst in X he would have been alive, it wouldn't make sense for him to end up in LZA when in Y he was dead. Because how would he end up? Because then that would mean that Y would be kicked out of the canon, which is exactly what they did. Y is not canon. Pokemon X is. I believe this is their first time that a specific version of a Pokemon game release duo is actually the canon version over the other one. I think this is the first time that that's ever happened. But it's so crazy that Lysander's alive. Just looking at him, that's a very interesting look. Like, with his one eye being a different color. Also, that one eye is also kind of sparkling with the same kind of energy as the ultimate weapon, which truly cements that it's because of the ultimate weapon that he's alive. Like, this was crazy to realize, to, like, learn that Lysander is alive. Like, we knew there was some sort of connection Team Flare had with the stuff, with, like, the professor having a blue Team Flare gaming chair, but we didn't think that the king of Team Flare, Lysander himself, was alive. We did not think that. Like, that is absolutely crazy to think about. Like, absolutely crazy. Now you all realize why I put so many story spoilers. Because this is a huge, huge story spoiler. And I honestly wish I didn't hear this music. I wish I had resisted the urge to tap on it. Because I wish I could go and see Lysander return in-game and have a huge reaction to it. I wish that could happen. But now it's spoiled. But still, absolutely crazy to think the bro was actually alive after all this time. And this music perfectly matches him. But yeah, like, this is getting me so hyped for the game. Which is coming out in, like, less than 3 days now. Like, people in, like, Australia and Japan, they're getting it, like, a day before I do. Because I'm all the way, like, in North America. In Canada. I'm all the way in Canada. I will be getting this thing pretty late. And so, like, I'll have to, like, kind of avoid spoilers on the 15th. I'll have to avoid a lot of spoilers for the game since everyone's going to be playing it on the 15th. At least in my time zone, everyone's going to be playing it on the 15th. But people in my time zone have to wait until midnight. But then I also have to avoid spoilers on the 16th as well. Because if you guys didn't know, I'm actually in college now. Yes, I started this channel when I was like a young guy, like back in 2017. I believe I started this channel when I was like, let me do the math. Yeah, I started this channel when I was 9 or 10. I'm in college now. I've been doing this for years. But, yeah, yeah, like, for me, since I'm in college, I have college the day it comes out. I also really wish I could just go and wake up early in the morning and play it. I know if I did that, I would probably fall asleep halfway through and then miss my ride to school. So no, I have to wait, like, all day on Wednesday, because, I have to, like, avoid spoilers all day on Wednesday, because sometimes we'll have gotten it on Wednesday in my time zone, but then my time zone doesn't get to play it yet, so we have to wait all the Wednesday. And then also have to wait for the majority of Thursday when the game's already out in my time zone, purely so that I don't get spoiled before I get the chance to play it. Which, yeah. And now I have, like, a huge story spoiled for me. But yeah, so, really excited for this. Hope you're excited as well. I was not expecting such a big chunk of the OST to be leaked early. And actually, as a bonus, I will play the Welcome to Lumiose music, which we do not know if it's a direct part of the OST. We do not know. We just know that it happened in the trailers and that people reconstructed it. So here's the reconstructed version. Yet again, unofficial reconstructed version. May not even be in the game. Let's play it. Just a little sign of send off for the video. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that music sounds really good, though we don't know if that's going to be exactly how it sounds. But also, big thanks to Amashinu for uploading all this early. This video wouldn't have existed if they didn't. I just wanted to see if there's any like generic music in the background I could like pop in my headphones and listen to, like, so, just like whenever I'm bored. And I ended up finding a gold mine. A bunch of stuff from him. So yeah, definitely go check out this person's channel. They really deserve it. They are such a they are really such a good like big legend for doing all this. So please check them out. Check them out if you haven't already. Yeah. Really excited for the game. Glad that legends like this are going and giving us such high quality renders of the official music this early. Of course, yet again, it could not be real. There's always a chance. But I'm taking it as real purely due to stuff like the official render for the story spoiler music, as well as just because it's such high quality. It could always be fake, but I choose to believe in it until I will believe in it until it is either proven to be real or proven to be fake. Guilty until proven, basically. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. This is a very quick, well, it's not a quick video, it's 40 minutes long, but like, I just like had the urge to just share this music. It is currently 11 p.m. at night. I have to head to bed because otherwise I'll be late in the morning, but still, thank you for watching if you stuck all the way through. And yet again, have a good day. Bye.